everyone, for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And we are going to be doing the final day of investigation today, whereas tomorrow will be the final day of the trial, and we are about ready to wrap up this case and find out who the real culprit is in the case of Will Powers. But anyway, hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday so far, and hopefully you guys enjoyed my first episode of Spyro 3. And the upload times will be the same tomorrow. Spyro will be at noon, and Phoenix Wright will be at 3. And tomorrow will be the final episode of this case of episode 3 in Ace Attorney. So without further ado, much like the last video, I'm not gonna do voices for the characters. It's just too much on my throat. But anyway, October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Company Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Question mark. Maya. So, what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing that costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP Powers. Right. Well, let's go ahead and do that. October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. Hahaha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors, anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Hey there, Cole. Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine being her beck and call, though. I can't imagine him jumping. That ain't right. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Let's go to the main gate. October 19th, Global Studios main gate. Oh god. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Dot dot dot. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Dot dot dot. Nick? Nick, our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. Dot dot dot. You eat, you die. Whew! She's alive! I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. Seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me to talk about her, so sorry. Oh, crap. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, Mr. Whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay, let's go to the employee area. October 19th, Global Studios employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming, just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yeah! No touching. Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to threaten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. Heh, I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. Suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Or dramatic, however you want to say it. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough investigation, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow! Neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color alright. So the food on his plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to court record. Found on the table in the employee area bears Jack Hammer's fingerprints. Okay, let's go ahead and move. Okay, let's go to the dressing room. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. Why can't I always have trouble. It's Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai, Steel Samurai, Steel Samurai. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? ... Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Again, there should be a question mark there. ... Dirt, you know, bad stuff. ... I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? But what do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't put the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? Again, there should be a question mark. What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. Think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What's this? This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Neither do I, Nick. But funny that, I don't either. Oops, let's try that again. Take evidence rather than... Oh. Take that! And this is... A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. ... You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. ... Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer wouldn't do anything Miss Vasquez would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. ... But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Well, let's go ahead and move back. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Your one bag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Exclamation point. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. No, Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, what a name. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? What whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that and recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I believe I do have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. And the way he was able to do that was through this. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. But what does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Well, how about this? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So? This is a plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. ... Exclamation point. ... I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. Hey there, Epic. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. ... Question mark, a photograph. Oh, wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to court record shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. Okay. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on his Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Let's go outside Studio 2. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? ... H-E-L-L-O ... H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. ... I'm watching the clouds. ... That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh! Question mark? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fake blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. ... If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. Something's gotta make her talk. How about this? ... She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Old Bag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez. You had this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. ... The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? ... Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Oh, this can't be good. Well, let's go in the trailer. Humph, you came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? ... Exclamation point. Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? And why would we show her that photograph too? Wouldn't we save that for the trial? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place to start. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But, you were the cause. You pressured him, and I think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? ... Exclamation point? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. But where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But security lady said it was an accident. Oh? Well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. ... So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Dot dot dot. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Dot dot dot. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? Dot dot dot. I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Uh-oh. Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now. Dot dot dot. Not bad. Dot dot dot. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then. In court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Dot dot dot. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Oh, that was scary. I thought for sure we were going to get robbed out by the mob, but luckily Detective Gumshoe was there to rescue us. But, yeah, that is all there is to the investigation. And like I said, tomorrow will be the finale of this case, where we'll be going back to trial, and we will be finding out exactly. We will be getting to the bottom of this, and we will be getting a verdict. Hopefully, a not guilty verdict for Will Powers. So, hope you guys looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.